out of control. Let me look at. There we go. Looks good. Good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's Tuesday. Week after Christmas time. Holidays. Glad y'all made it. Yeah, while we wait for everyone to kind of roll on in, I don't have too many announcements today. Oh yeah, sorry about cutting the stream short yesterday. It like snowed here. It doesn't snow here a lot in Western Washington, and it's like snowing this week. We had FedEx deliver a table, which we didn't know was being delivered. It's like one of those big gaming tables. I'll put a picture of it up on Discord if I can. Anyway, so yeah, they dropped it off in the middle of the alley behind our house instead of like bringing it to the front or anything. So yeah, but we're gonna keep on playing a little bit of Skyrim. We're on the survival mode, as y'all know, and we are working on some of the new Creation Club quests. Fighting all of the masks. We've got the crown. We defeated the Sky Orchestrator. Hey, good morning, everyone. Yeah, we defeated the Sky Orchestrator, so now we are working on grabbing the last mask, the Mask of Winter. Yeah. Hope you're all having a good one. And yeah, so no deliveries today. Appreciate you guys. Now let's get going. Alright, so we already went through here once before. We just didn't find the winter mask. So let's do a better job this time. We should resist a little bit of cold. We do have this also. Increased all of our resistances, but it like takes our warmth rating down a bunch. Yeah, I'll think about that one. So yeah, so far so good on the new Creation Club quests. After these ones, I'll go and try to find out the rest of them. I said I wasn't going to pick up anymore, but that one, they throw it right in front of my face like that. Alright, I remember to do this. I had to do a lot of free diving. Whee! Which insta gets us super cold. We're okay though. We have a couple of hot foods, so that'll help us. But I mean, that's still cold as hell. I used to do, not really polar bear dives, but we would just go and, like, have some drinks, and then jump into, like, Lake Washington in the middle of winter. Naked. It was, like, the coldest... It's like a literal shock. It hits your system. It's so nuts. And, like, there's a thing that, if something like cold hits you, you automatically have this like reaction to like breathe in too. So that's how sometimes people are when they're in like cold water. It doesn't take a lot of time for them to succumb. Oh, they're treacherously cold. Yeah, we're all right. Like I said, we have hot food. Hot food. I probably did, but let's go check it out. When I came through here before, my inventory was pretty full, and I was like being pig-headed and not wanting to... Why did I take that? I don't need that. I'll just drop it somewhere. I'll give it to someone. Alright. No, I wish you could. Great pick. Just like Minecraft. The air is tripping. What? Not that I saw. No. Alright. It's cold. It's hurting. It's cold. I mean, if you... Alright. At least you think she saw something. She is right a lot of the time. Just in general. Let's go back. She said she thought she saw something we could interact with. No. It does look like a button. Yeah, but those things are kind of like littered around the whole area. It happens. It happens. Nobody's right all the time. And this game does have a lot of secrets. It says we're warming up, but like, how much could we actually be warming up right now? Oh, okay. Yeah, we are warming up. Alright. And nothing behind us. Oh man, we're starting to move all slow too, because we're all cold and our little toesies and legs are cold. Alright, maybe if you jog, you'll warm up a little. Right way. Definitely don't need any of that. Alright, so we're still looking for the Mask of Winter somewhere in here. At us? Okay. Alright, so what's that? There's a way to go back that way. Like, it looks like it should be right around in here. Alright, no. Okay, so this way was... Remember, we were, like, over there, and then we ran over here. We had to jump down this spot. So up here... What the hell is that mask? Warm up a little bit. Keep it on this. I don't think I'm going to find anything to beat up here for a second. Alright, so if I jump down here, that's... and now we're tired. Alright, okay. But I don't think we need conjuration. I mean, probably gonna head back home after this, so... Alright, let's see if there's anything underneath. Man, that hurt. Alright. I mean, it's technically an upgrade. Dang, I didn't see anything down there. Do I have water breathing? Let me double check what's up around in here real quick. Yeah, here's where we grabbed the stone. And then this is where it's just like wanted us to jump off at, and this is the beginning part right there, basically. Right there. See this little cave right over here? Yeah, so we're missing some of it. So it's got to be in some of the water. Alright, so no worries. We've got hot cabbage soup. It'll increase our warmth. And do we have water breathing? I'm pretty sure we don't. That's alright. We save in case something goes bad. We don't trust this game. We can love this game and not trust it. Oh my goodness, game. Come on. The items. There we go. Food. Damage. There we go. Not down here. Expert lock at the bottom of the ocean? Alright, so that means this thing could just very well be in another spot, just like down, like where we've had to jump off and swim for it. It's just somewhere down in there. There must be another little cubby or something for us. Where in the hell is this thing? It's like right here. Right here. It's like right here. Close. There it is. Scroll of Hethloths creates a hovering spell tome of the projectile non-concentration spell. It repeatedly casts the spell in the direction you are facing for 30 seconds. Alright, so to me that sounds like a... That was so close. Oh man, that was really close, and now I still have like the drowning noise as my noise. Alright, but that's okay though. So it made us jump across here so that I can't get back over. So basically it's telling me that I need to do a better job looking. And then there was no water down here right now. It's all up here. Alright, so we got to do a better job looking for the secret parts of this. Like back over here, it looks like there's some more around here. We can do that. We can do that. Oh man, a little energy drink today, because it's a... Or like this. This is a little sus down in here, right? I know where to go. Alright, back up. Oh no, it's like a nightmare. Yeah, it's not letting me, like, surface. There we go. Wasn't that one? Which one of these is it gonna be? Like, it has to be like this one or this one. Alright, well I'll jump down, get back up, warm up, and then go do a little dive. Whee! Save. dive. Alright, so no secret ways. No, nothing. Alright, this place is clear. Clear. Treasures. Alright, this part in here. It looks like there might be a little extra, or that could just be like, just, you know, the edge. But not a lot of stuff to interact with around here. Oh my god, I am out of control. Game. I mean, like, I'm glad they did something like that, so it's not just a ramp that leads up here, but holy... Man, that one would have taken me forever. Okay, yeah. Alright. I just saved. Alright, let's see what hideous monster is going to be guarding this. I hear it. I hear it. Where are you, friendo? Oh, my favorite. And I miss. Man, this thing's battering me around. Oh, and we don't get good healing because we're kind of drained. Alright, so we just gotta beat this guy up. Ah, damn. I don't want that one, but give me some of this and this. I don't need that. Since I think we're going to be out of here soon, and we're going to start, hopefully upgrading our Dwarven shit and all that soon. I think we still need a few more, levels. Well, I'm glad you were already dead. Oh, that weighs 10. Just in case. Raising this lever just kills me. Nope. Perfect. Alright, the Winter Mask. Use a forge to slot a mask into the Dwarven crown. Oh, so we pick one. I love that. Alright, hold on. I'm pretty sure we do Winter, because that's like the heavy armor one. And these are for just disenchanting. Alright, the Winter increases, oh yeah, this one. So this one increases our stamina by 25 points. That's good. One-handed attacks do 10% more damage. Not about it. But two-handed attacks do 10% more damage. We are absolutely about that because, and then that's going to be going into this. So the mask right up on top. Is this one the best looking one? I mean, they're all kind of a little bit ugly. Is there not a... Is it not a summer one? Is there like a special quest for the summer one? Yeah, so this one is for like us. Spring would increase our health and our heavy armor. And then this is magic shit, so we're not doing that. So either spring. I think the percentage is better for us than just a 5 points. Even though 25 more health would be fun. That's okay. I wish I could disenchant some of these. Yeah, well, like if you're like we already do. Ignore those. Look at like our fortify two-handed. 13%, 8%, 13, 13. So 13, 13, 13, 39 plus 8, 47-ish more damage. Percent more damage. Like, the more we add percentage onto that, the better it's just going to be for us. And then we forge one of the masks. Can I get back? Water is freezing. Alright. So we have to plow forward. Man, I did not notice that until I looked at the map. Anybody else get tripped up on this like little quest line? I mean, not little. This is huge, but so far, like, it's given us a bit of a run for our money. The like autumn place with the guys that like one-shot us, and we're like a heavy armor melee build, so it's not like we're a mage getting one shot. Remember, we don't want to hit the old. Get up here. Oh man, we got like the water noise too. Where is it? There it is. God, it'd be just awful to be this cold. Absolutely awful. And then there are people that live, like, especially living all over the world in, like, Canada. There's people that have watched me from, like, Russia. I think I've gotten, like, Finland. Like, some places that are, like, legit cold. And, I know they tell me where, like, they'll tell me where you guys are streaming from, like the country most of the time. You can make it anonymous if you want to. I'm not going to show up at your doorstep or anything. But, like, it'd be cool if they told either the regions or the states, or if there's, like, a little thing. It'd be cool to know which states people are from. Make a little small talk. Ask whether or not you like like, oh, do you like where you live? Yeah, if so, great. If not, why not? That kind of stuff. You know. Chit-chat. When I worked for the mall's guest services, being good at chit-chat was just one of the things you had to do. Man, okay, yeah, so I'll do the winter slot in there. Too bad it didn't give us like a little cold resist too, you know what I mean? And then spring could be like poison or whatever, disease. Summer could be fire. Fall could be something else. I'm from Washington? Don't lie, dude. You're from like 10 minutes away. Yeah, are you excited for that gaming table, man? I'm so excited. Alright, let's, I'm gonna load up on some stuff before we leave. Except gold. Hey, how's it going, man? Almost took a little trip into the, into the lava down there. Hey. Alright, we are just shit. Where'd that go? I want that gear. You had $9, that you had more money than we have. Yeah, it's stoked. Not even my table. Oh, it's snowing like at work. Like when I looked out the window, it was kind of like snowing on and off, and I was like, I thought that we were just kind of like a one and done this week for the snow. No, it's like gonna snow all week. It's like Lacey's last week off work and she has to spend it inside with me. Like, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Yeah, can you imagine? Having to hang out with me for a week? Yuck. Alright, so let's go forge this mask into this crown, and then we'll see what's next up on the old docket of new quests. I know each, or not each, well, most of the house. Oh yeah, I could have just shortcutted through here. This doesn't poop me out somewhere cool, right? Imp stool. When I see the imp stool, like it's because like it looks like a little chair for them to sit on. But I thought it more like a little imp poops because I'm 6 years old on the inside. Ah, poops. That's what I sound like. Grab a couple more goodies. These are good. I'm trying to quit non-enchanted soul gems, especially the little ones. What do you got? What goodies you got? Cogs are kind of heavy. You do need a bunch of cogs for a quest, though. So, like, I don't know if you can hoard those if you want. Hoard whatever you want, I don't care. It's just hard on this game mode. Can't have your 61 gold, I don't want it. I accidentally picked up a gold last stream. I put it back. It was in my own house. This is where I was like, where are they gonna shortcut me out of? But yeah. To Skyrim. We play a league for 14 hours a day. God, probably more. Actually, no, that's pretty good, because yes, we'd sleep for probably 6. Take breaks to eat and poop. Yeah, that's probably about right. There was one winter break where everybody, I went to UW, and so basically everybody went home for winter break, because like most people lived close. Except my buddy Ian and I, we just stayed back, and he lived in the apartment above me. And all of his roommates were gone. All of my roommates were gone. So I moved my whole like desktop PC up into just like his living room, and we just played like LAN games and Age of Empires and shit for like a whole week for Christmas break. And then we'd go out at night and like go to the super empty bars. Because we were cool kids. I finally solved the secret of that stupid place. The secret was I had to not be dumb. I know, easier said than done. Alright, let's do the Bard's Leap. That's a good shortcut down. Like, no way I'd be in that. Not a chance in hell. Ooh. Show you guys my expert lockpicking. I was saying that, like, since it's been snowing all week, that you're just going to be locked inside with me for like a week straight. Said I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Yeah, but it's nice to have the option. At least we could like walk to a bar. We could walk to a restaurant / bar. Yeah, I don't need those. Do that. Food. Yeah, pretty sure I've got nothing to cook. Yeah, spit. Like when you spit roast. It's called a spit. That stick that goes across. The more you know. Alright. You know, I've done this like 7 times. Figure that I'd know how to get down here by now. Go this way. Wait, hold on. Oh, I thought it was more than one. I wouldn't have turned around. But we need blue mountain flower for more potions. Since we can't buy any. Alright, so we will forge the winter mask into the crown. We'll probably just pop, like, hang out with the dwarven crown for a while. Like, that thing's pretty cool. Let's make some ingots, some dwarven ingots, though, so that we can upgrade our mask. Because once we make it magical, we're not good enough at smithing to... Oh, we might not be good enough at smithing to even do that. We might have to... We have lots of leather, though. So let's level up our smithing to 30. We can do dwarven. And then upgrade our gear. There we go. There we go. Look at that. It's just that easy. Oh yeah, and I was hooking up my camera, my second camera towards the PC, and was testing all that out to because I wanted to play some PC games for you guys. I wanted to play a little bit of League. I wanted to play a little bit of Super Auto Pets. And I got a few other games I think would be fun. But whenever I plug my camera in, I must be plugging it into one of the wrong ports, because it makes my mic sound like awful garbage. So yeah, so I'll try to figure that out for y'all. Nate and I were trying to do a little bit of it. But it just might need to take me get a real pro over here. So yeah, hopefully some PC stuff coming soon too. Not that I don't love playing Skyrim, but every now and then it'd be nice to do something new with y'all. Alright, so... Licorice. We gotta get our... Let me save first in case I F this up. So, we need to get our skills... Okay, our smithing's almost there, never mind. I could choose between, you know, basically light or heavy armor. And we'll choose the heavy armor, the dwarven. We can create items and then prove them twice as much. And then we just keep going over here. Someday I am going to do this like weird artificer build. This is the one I said that once we enchant it, we can't do it. We can't do the advanced workshop because it costs money. Damn. Damn. Alright, there's some cool stuff back here. Alright, let's level up our smithing by exactly 1 point. Man, Madness War looks cool. A pot. One singular pot. Do a couple of the strips. I'm so heavy. There it is. Good enough. So everything I just grabbed, I can just put back. Oh, the scrap metal though. Let's wait, no, that is over at the forge. Let's turn all of our scrap. This. Ooh, refined amber. Refined wormstone? Man. They got some cool stuff in here. And we'll crawl our asses over. This. It won't let me. It won't let me upgrade our mask. Oh, hey, Burger Ninja, what's up, man? Good to see you again. I finally made it out of that place, and now it wants me to forge. Yeah, I might as well do that, huh? Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna be under Dwarven. Oh yeah, so... the magical one, so we probably don't want this one. Man, that's gonna be crazy. This looks like also like ancient, like Babylonian, Mesopotamian style. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, good to see everybody. All right, spring. Health by 50, light armor and heavy armor by 10. Health regenerates a little bit faster. And then I'm thinking winter. Stamina by 40 points. Two-handed attacks 15% more damage. Stamina regenerates faster. Like, I wish I could have the two-handed attack plus the health bonus, but, you know. It's awful looking. Yeah, it's not exactly like my aesthetic. It's very, like, blocky. I don't think it looks very cool. Yeah, I hate these, like, little tubes coming out the side. Like, what's that for, like, little smokes? Yeah, it's, I don't know if you guys play any Warhammer. Like fantasy Warhammer, but this reminds me of like the Chaos Dwarves like aesthetic, and it's just like not my thing. All right, round a winner. I could just make a new Dwarven crown. Oh, if I want to replace it. Oh, so I could take him out and put him back in. That's kind of cool. All right, let's put this stupid helmet on. And probably got to throw on this one too. Sweet. Alright, let's go disenchant some of this stuff. Yeah. You're looking great. I'm afraid if I get on him, we'll just be like yeeted out into the universe. Disenchant first. Yep. Sweet. Alright, I don't... Oh yeah, we have a new Warhammer. Boom. Shock is pretty good, right? Not a lot of things, I think, resist shock. Common, but well. Alright, hold on. How close are we? I want to get that smithing to 30. What can I do? Not quite. Not quite. Go with the you can't spend money, so I go with the garage sale items. I do enjoy a good garage sale. Yes, please, honey. All right, let's throw our ingredients back in here. I think we're good on food, right? We have plenty of food. We even have good food. Yeah. Yeah, we're good on food. I have one fish. Alright, hold on. These are all baked potatoes. They are, yeah, they are garlic bread. Is this butter? I have all my, like, old weapons and armor and shit. How about you? Wait, is there a spot for the visages? Soul render. And these are for the claws. Yeah, I was looking for maybe a spot if they had a Wuthron, Shield of Erglasar, Spellbreaker. Axes, Harkon sword, the Dawnguard rune axe. This is where all the paragons go. Man, there's a lot of stuff for the collectibles to go in here. Hey everyone, hello, hello. Except my damn masks. Alright, let's throw the masks up here. You two goobers. Lucky, you've been upgraded to mask holder. You have been upgraded to mask holder. Ew, I hate them. Yeah, I don't like them at all. Don't like them. What's this, silverware? Oh. Broken sword. Little one. Little one. Eat it up. These are my empty soul gems. God, 16 of these. I could probably get rid of one of these, huh? Okay. Alright, 1 second, y'all. Hi, little one. What's the fuss? What is the absolute fuss? Ugh. Alright. Try not to poke through my kid's head. There we go. There we go. Hey, everyone. Can you see her? Oh, you could, like, see the top of her head. Hi, what are you fussing about? You want my controller? Like hell. You can help. Man, I have too much stuff. But I need to level up a teeny tiny bit. Alright. I'm almost leveled up. I'm trying to level up so I can get to the Dwarven smithing. I like how you can just see the top of her head. You're famous, honey. Yeah, I can just make... Isn't these like a 1-to-1? One of these? 1-to-2? Is that enough to push me over the edge? I am close to the edge. Little one. Oh, you're doing such a good job helping Dad out. I'm sure everybody's wants to come here to watch a baby play Skyrim. They want to see me play Skyrim. The world's biggest baby. No, I'm the world's biggest baby. Me. Hey. Alright, thanks everyone. Say bye-bye, honey. Alright. That was only... I mean, I would have only done slightly better playing her control. Alright. Alright, this is gonna put us out of iron for a while, but we could always get more. And daggers. And strips. And daggers. Did that push me enough to the edge? Thank little baby Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna sleep. Oh yeah, where am I putting all these? Oh yeah, the back of the cart. Oh yeah, look at all these. Yeah, I guess this is where all the stuff that I can't use goes, so let's do one of these, one of these. These are different. Oh, here we go. Orange encrusted wheat. Yeah. Yeah, she's just sloughing over. Alright. We sleep for exactly 1 hour. Pop into health. And right over here we get... Sure, I want this perk. I would love this perk. I want Dwarven stuff, please. And then if we put another point into this, we can get the other stuff if we wanted, like the elven shit. But we aren't... Oh my god. Alright, so we're putting in... The Welkin Stones are basically mana potions, but I haven't found out another way to use them yet. So I'm going to treat them like mana potions. Kinda. Ish. What do I do with these now? Oh, I bet you those gems gotta go somewhere. I mean, duh, but... And then this thing. Yeah, well. We're good on food. Dwarven Armor. Like, I think some of the Dwarven armor looks really cool, and then some of it is just like, it's just not my aesthetic. Like, I think I like the Daedric armor a lot, because there's something wrong with me. And I like the Nordic steel armor. Like, when it has all the stuff carved into it, I think that's super cool looking. Whoops. I can't equip that. I did not mean to. Keys, that's not going to matter. Books, don't matter. Food, got plenty. Scrolls. I do kind of have a lot of scrolls. Potions, I don't have that many potions. We're good on that. Good on that. Oh, wait, that's a intense lie. Because we gotta use our grindstone to sharpen our hammer. So it's gonna up it by, what's that, 9 points? That's good. And we had to do that before we enchanted it because we're not good enough to do it the other way around. Alright, last housekeeping thing. Okay, good. Last little housekeeping thing, everyone. Thanks for being patient. Shock or fire? What do you think, hon? Shock or fire? Shock? You got it. Alright, that's it. Someday I'll start naming my weapons too. A good hammer? Thanks, man. That's a nice little mid-game hammer. I was gonna say early game, but we're like level 15. Oh yeah, right here, like this. Oh, I guess it's just steel. I thought it was a Nordic warhammer. I was gonna say I like the carvings and everything on that. All right, enough about me. Rambling on. Let's go do some business. Yeah, we got. All right, what can we do? We can go find a mine. God, I want to. Some of these I'm like, man, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to use these. I like the volcano one though. Sweet. I mean, hell, let's just keep running this way, right? We'll follow along the river, heading towards Markarth. Speaking of dwarven shit, yeah, we can make our way down there. Making our way. Oh yeah, so we've got all sorts of dwarven shit. Let's see what we look like now. Oh man. Oh, we look like one of the automatons. Oh, man, no. I mean, I can tell that they put a lot of effort into designing that stuff. Like, I couldn't design anything like that. My armor would look like t-shirts and jeans, like... And so I can't really go through and start picking people's like aesthetics apart and stuff. But yeah, that's not for me. First time, Markarth? Oh, I hate that city. Markarth. Yeah, the American education system was not kind to you, boy. You barely made it out. I don't want to go to a camp, though. Camps are weak. Follow the road west. Oh, is this Maik the Liar? If you guys don't know this guy, he is not only in this game, he is in Oblivion, and he's in Morrowind. He is like the fourth wall jokester of like kind of the game making fun of itself. Like, oh, why aren't there any horses? Like, I've heard stories and like all this other weird stuff.
The people of Skyrim are more open-minded about certain things than people in other places.
That's because there used to be slavery in Morrowind.
Maik knows why Falmer are blind. It has nothing to do with the Dwemer disappearing. Really.
Well, he's also a liar.
Maik has heard it is dangerous to be your friend.
Mike has heard it's dangerous to be our friend. That means some of our followers have died. Maybe. And Mike the Liar would be a good, Alright, hold on. Normally, I don't, like, I'm not going out of my way to go smash some wolves. But we need to re-up on our leather. Perfect. Alright, so wait, what do we got? That's a ruin. It's like a shack or shanty shed. Like an old crack shack. Let's go do this. Like a nice little burial mound. Let's go rob somebody. Ah, there! Whoa, bear. Oh, bear, don't go roll. Keep rolling. Okay, now you can. What is it? Oh, it's Witcher. Like, I was like, man, the bears were super thick in a game that I was just playing. It was Witcher. Because you need bear shit for everything. For your potions. You guys watching your Witcher Season 2? Lacey and I are a few episodes in, so no spoilers, but, I mean... Like, I heard that they deviated away from the books a little bit, but nothing that's gonna, like, ruin it. And I think they may go a little bit out of order, a little bit, but... Nothing too nuts. Dwarves, nothing on the Dwarven technology. I don't know, man. The, what the hell is this? Death Hound. The bears are still around. The vampire or the dwarves aren't. Smash him up. There it is. Don't need any of that. And don't need any of that. Alright, Death Hound. Don't need the collar for anything. Dog meat, though. Prove I'm the alpha predator by eating my kills. The Moldering Ruins. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So we'll pop down in there. Bloody rags. Ragged robes. I don't need dwarven arrows or hunting bows. Take that. Not the fishing rod. Come on, game. Alright, yeah, there's nothing else around here. Let's do it. Pop down the old save. Oh, I didn't even see this. Well, I know, babe, I know. Little one got pissed at that chest, too. It's warm in here. The Moldering Ruins. God, look how scary we are.
Blood. So hungry all the time now. Need to hunt again.
Well, whose fault is that? Oh man, there's two. I was gonna say there's like two of them. You run for the master. To be like a good tank, and you run to go, and you go hit the big guy.
No more.
No more? Well, tough. Alright, we also gotta watch out to make sure that we don't contract, vampire disease. Because I like to miss those little prompts. It's like my favorite thing to do is miss those prompts. Alright, so let's double check, make sure we don't got, oh man. Look at that. Look at that. That is such a huge health reduction, too, at the beginning of the game. Alright, but we caught it. And you know what we say about that. Diseases don't stand a chance against garlic bread, baby. Oh, man. Oh, man, I have so many, like, little passive bonuses. Okay, but yeah, always, like, every now and then, especially if you're like me and don't, like, pay attention to that kind of stuff. Yeah, make sure you pop into there every now and then to make sure you're not, like, covered in disease like I am. Disease and filth. Hold on, skeever tail. Empty. Not empty? I kind of realize I don't need to check those out, do I? Did the Master Vampire have anything good on him? I mean... What the hell? Scroll of Static Dome. Alright. A globe that does 25 shock damage and health and reduces shock resist by 50 points? Like, how long? Let me take those. And then, absorb 16 points of health per second from the target for 3 seconds. I mean, that's pretty damn good. That's absorbing. So that's a heal on top of it. That's a good spell. So that's one of the new ones from the Apocalypse. You don't have anything, right? You're just a thrall. I mean, somebody was planning a little uprising. Let's chug a beer. We deserve it. They had a silver ingot. They were gonna plan on turning on old Master Vampire. Who knows? Is that all this place is? Yep. Well, shoot. I mean, this had some good stuff in it, some good fights, but yeah, I can't even check this out. Oh well, we might as well take this down in here. Secrets? No secrets. A little hour of sleep. Carp. Ah, didn't we have like pheasant? No, we didn't pick it up. God, I look so weird. I mean, sometimes in games, you get the armor sets and it doesn't match up very well. You look a little weird. It's just a RPGism, especially like MMOs. Alright, well, which direction? There's a cave. I mean, that's obviously that thing right there. I still want to keep heading more west. Oh yeah, I was like, is there a dead person here? Yes, there is. Alright, we keep heading west. Kind of drifted north a little bit, but let's head west. Keeping an eye out for mining stuff. Because even to make dwarven gear, we still need iron. To make steel, we need iron. That deer looks a little, Alright, tower. You're right here. I was gonna say, if this, reindeer... caribou don't get moving. Elk? No, it looks more reindeer. It's got like a more square face, like caribou. All right. Just don't mind me. Just looking for a way up. Guess I'll just bleak wind bluff. Huh? Oh, my favorite, hags. Oh no, it's horse.
Come here.
Joke's on you. I don't get hurt by. Oh no! This lady will hurt though. Hag ravens are not that one. Hag ravens can be pretty thick though. Take those. Take those. Take those. Take a garnet that I can't use. Alright, what were y'all guarding up here? Oh, okay, I like this. When they do stuff like this. Read king. Two-handed, love that. Can't grab that death bell. Didn't even want to. Can I grab the garlic? Of course I can. Hey, we just learned this spell. Dwarven War Axe. So War Axe is one-handed, but I don't think we have Absorption learned yet. So let's take that. And then this, like, we can't sell stabs. We ain't gonna use them. We'll take the name stabs and put them up on the wall. But other than that, I do love my old garlic skull. And nothing in here. Just another little shrine. Alright, well. Westbound we go. This cave looks close by. Let's pop into... Yeah, it's like right over here, right? There? Yeah. Let's see what kind of cave it is. It would be like a bandit cave, a Balmer cave, an animal cave. Let's look. This looks like a necromancer-y kind of witch cave. So this could have like hags, witches, summoners, necromancers. Shouldn't be too bad. We got it. Easy for a handsome lady like us to take care of. They should have this thing, like, if you get close, they should have this thing, like, start talking like an alarm. Like, blah, 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 blah. That would scare the titties off of me. Hello? Alright, well, no one's here. You know what that means for us? Start strip mining this place. The iron and leather... I mean, you need it for a lot of stuff, especially the leather. But it's just a quick way to level up your smithing. I mean, you guys have seen the memes about, like, smithing, like, 1,000,000 iron daggers, then all of a sudden you're just, like, a master. You've just done one thing over and over again, but now you need to, like... But now you know how to, like, make demon armor, basically, or armor out of bones. Yeah. Legend of Red Eagle? Sure. That just starts a quest for us. But it's not one of the new quests. Man, there's a lot of mushrooms in here. Mushroom. Oh yeah, so we gotta go put Red Eagle's sword right in here. That wall slides down. Nothing crazy. But since we don't have any Red Eagle swords, we are done here. Yeah, so I was wrong. This is a quest cave. Right, hold on, why do you have me on a quest right now? Definitely not doing that one. Oh yeah, we could do this one. Yeah, this one was like a lady and a dad moved out to like a cursed or like haunted farm or something, and then after a while they started suspecting each other that was going to kill each other or kidnap their kid, and then we don't know where the kid went, and then I kind of gave up, so. I suppose we can do this, and it does count as a new quest. Let's see how close it is to us. How about that? Game? Is it one of those where it's not going to have a quest marker? Because I don't even remember where these two little nerds were at. I think it's this Golden Hills plantation. Golden Hills plantation. Alright, let's head over there. Let's go solve a crime. Let's solve a flippin' crime. Where we got Golden Hills plantation? Right here. I just... Damn it. I want to get it as close as I can without... Nah, but like... There. There. At least this way I'll be aimed at it. What do we look? I'd like to find a mine. Iron, silver, gold. I mean, ebony would be cool, but we don't know how to do anything with it yet. Corundum is like, eh. You need it to make steel and upgrade some things. We're about to see let's see what the shack is about. I don't trust no shack just out in the middle of the wilderness. Yeah, look at this. This is super sus. And it's covered in skeevers. Skeever. 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 You gotta be careful. I mean, there's nothing you can do, but skeevers like to give you diseases too. It's for the battle music, Skyrim. Full heal. Back to the hammer. Lund's hut. Lund sounds familiar. Oh, Lund, dude. Everybody ripperoo for old Lund. You require a key. Lund, my man, do you have a key around here? Under your pillow, maybe? Nope. Oh, it's not even... Alright, if I was Lund's key... God, what did I just grab? Alright, Lund. Lund, what are you cooking in here? Boots? I love boots. Cooking boots. Alright, well, Lund's not going to be a homie. Take that beef. This guy likes his boots. Alright, well, no key. So yeah, this could be, I mean, this could very well just be a quest for somewhere else, too. That's okay. We'll keep heading towards this quest and see if we can find out where our buddy Rin ran off to. And this is Rorikstead, I think? Yeah. Beautiful town. Alright, we don't need any of that.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
You heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Cool. Well, we can't stay at any inns or buy any shops or anything, so we just... And we've already been here to, steal up all that wheat. Alright, let's figure out what happened to this boy. Better. Alright, so here's the house where, like, these people murdered each other thinking that they were gonna murder each other. Take off my little map marker. Alright, so, I mean, here's Pops. And he had a note on him in a journal. It was basically like a descent into madness. He's like, my wife's a witch, she's poisoning me, she's going to kill me. And then the wife's like, look at him, he's got like crazy eyes, he's for sure gonna kill me. Is the kid inside this? Nope. Snap that back. Alright, so... let's take a little trip around the inside of the house. Damn, this place to be. I mean, our other house is way cooler. But it'd be nice to have different houses, like, along the way. You know what I mean? Alright. Start from the top and work our way down. Looking for Rin. This would be a perfect place to... Alright. Alright. Alright, okay, here we go. My heart is troubled. Rin is fast growing into a strapping young boy, though he spends too much time playing with that wooden sword of his and dreaming of running off to join the Legion. What little boy doesn't want to play sword, man? But my dear wife, Jonquil, her strangeness worries me. Sometimes she'll disappear for hours at a time and then turn up in the house as though she'd been here all along. I often see her carrying a basket full of strange, dark flowers, and she won't tell me what they are or where she got them. And last winter, when Will fell ill with fever, she produced a small black bottle from who knows where and poured it who knows what down his throat. Only a few minutes later, the fever was gone. John Cole refused to tell me what was in the bottle, or where she got it. I was so happy that she saved our little boy, of course, but... Well, like... If you were, like, witching around, and I was like, hey, what are those flowers? You wouldn't just be like, don't worry about it. You'd just be like, oh, it's this flower, I use it for this. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'm making assumptions. Mara preserved me, but I'm afraid that my wife is a Daedra worshipper. Or a witch. Oh yeah, if you're actually going to poison me. But if you're, like, healing her, if she had a fever, you wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not telling you. And then, yeah, I don't know, maybe you would. Ren has been missing for 3 days, my little boy. I've searched everywhere, but there's no trace of him. Even his favorite toy sword is missing. What if wolves got him, or brigands snatched him away? Your uncle has been watching me. I don't like the look in her eyes. And she hasn't cried at all. What kind of mother doesn't cry when her child is missing? What if? I dare not even put the thoughts on paper. It's unthinkable. I found it. I found Jonquil's secret. This is the place she's been disappearing to. There's like a little hut. Or like a little secret hidey hole inside the house. The potions, the plants, the books, such evil and natural things I found down there. Divines help me, my wife is a witch. Same, bro. I didn't want to open her foul books, but I had to know. I had to. Deadly Nightshade. That's what the plant is called, the one I saw her sneaking around with. She grows it everywhere in this hidden place. She must have poisoned my son. I've seen the sneer on her face, the laughter in her eyes as she watched me tearing apart the farm looking for him. She was mocking me. I've never felt rage like this. I'm shaking with it, sweating with it. I know exactly what I've got to do. My son's spirit whispers to me, demanding vengeance. I keep an axe by the door for dealing with wild animals. It will do for dealing with a witch as well. So, homeboy axed his wife. Can I not interact? Okay. Alright, so... Rin went missing, and he'd been missing for a few days. And then the father starts suspecting the wife. And this just leads outside, yeah. Well, let's check around the deck real quick. Make sure that, I don't know, there's no clues. Alright, any clues over here? Nope. Any clues over here? Nope. Okay, back inside. Clues on the roof? Nope. Roof clues. Alright, then we poke around the fire, make sure there's no hidden passages. Alright. So, the hidden passage that the mom was using, Jonquil. Do I have her journal? I do. Alright. Is hers long? Of course it is. Oh! Okay, let's, alright, here we go. Rin's gone missing. We've looked everywhere, but we can't find him. His little wooden sword is missing too. God's preserve me. I hope he hasn't run off. He doesn't realize how dangerous it is out there on the tundra. It's been 3 days now. My little boy is still gone. I don't like how Ervil is looking at me. His eyes too dark, too still, like a frozen lake. I think I even heard him muttering about something about getting what I deserve. Could he have? No, I dare not even put the thought to paper. Same thing that he said in his journal. He did it. He must have. That monster killed my son, and now he looks at me with those hate-filled eyes and a mocking smirk. He despises my alchemical art so much that he took my son from me to punish me. I've never brewed poison before, but I know how it's done. I know how to bottle death. If he drops in his mead, my child will be avenged. It is done. The gods will damn me, but they will damn him more for the murder of a child. Rin, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have... Wait, I hear something coming. I think, Captain Altman and I were making fun of this, kind of like, why would you write down, wait, I hear something coming, if, like, yeah. Alright, so, no help. The parents murdered each other. The mom poisoned the dad, and the dad... Alright, so this must have been Rin's room. Oh. Ah, okay. So let's hear from, I do like that it didn't show the arrow about where it is until I got within, like, a certain amount of feet. I like that a lot. Ma and Pa are fighting again. They're always fighting these days. Ma hates how obsessed Pa is with cows and the price of wheat. Alright, let's go, Alright, let's do it. Ma hates, and Pa, and all that boring stuff. Pa doesn't like Ma's flowers or bottles of goopy stuff. I don't like the goopy stuff either, but it does make me feel better when I'm sick, so I guess it's okay. Can't wait till I'm old enough to join the Legion and get away from the farm. I've been practicing every day with my sword. I think I'm good enough to be a captain, or even a general. But Pa doesn't want me to join the Legion because he says I have to take over the farm when I'm old enough. Ma doesn't want me to go because it's dangerous. That's about the only thing they agree on. But if I defeated a bandit or killed a wolf or something, that would show them. Then they'd have to let me join up with the Legion. Pa always tells me to stay away from the old well, that one toward the tall monument out by the tree sitting on a rock. There we go. Wolves like to hunt out there, he says, so that's where I'll go. I'll kill a wolf and bring home its head, and that'll prove I'm a man and not a baby. I'm tired of listening to Mom and Pa yell at each other anyway. Alright, so that's where he ran off to. Perfect. Alright, and then, where's that secret? Yeah, so down... There's like a secret passage somewhere. Let's see if I can find it for you, kids. Right here. So you gotta push this little button. And here is where she was doing her little, secret experimentation, and then, yeah, she had an axe. Alembic. In Morrowind, you had to actually have, like, the alembic, the mortar and pestle, like, you had to have the 4 pieces to actually use to do alchemy. Kind of a... Throw it at me like this. Alright, so the old well near a monument. Find the old well. Alright. It was Old Ran. The one towards the tall monument out by the tree sitting on a rock. Out by a tree sitting out on a rock. Is it that? That? I'm assuming it's somewhere out here. Tree sitting on a tall rock. Monument. The only thing that looks like a monument is like out there. Alright, we'll do a loop. There, tree sitting on a rock. The monument. Oh, there it is. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, take all the pelts because we need the leather. Actually, I've got Oh, I'm hungry. I was like, I feel like I have a disease. Just the disease of being hungry. Oh no, Rin. Did he only go missing like a few days ago? And what? Oh, is this is this their like spirits in a rest? Poor Rin. Yeah, 3 days though is a long time to be missing. Not that I wasn't pulling for him, but 3 days is a long time to be missing. Speak to Rin. Hello, Rin. Ah! Alright, let's talk to this happy
Yes?
family.
Thanks a lot. Here, take this for all your hard work.
Better not be money. Better not be money. Key to Golden Hills Plantation. Yeah, so we got another house. So if we need to, we can always, like, sleep, game. It said sleep in bed owned. There we go. Alright, so I mean, it's a spot to stop by. Alright, let's look at what else we got for quests. Dawnguard, guest for dinner. The Rising Dead is pretty far. Angler acquaintances. I mean, let's just keep, like what we're doing. We'll keep heading west and look for new quests. And I can always look for quests in the... Started a farmer's life for me. Plant crops. Do I own any crops? Do I have wheat? I have, like, mushrooms and that's it. Alright, so we'll do Farming Simulator another time. Now that I've laid the ghost haunting Golden Hills Plantation to rest and claimed it for my own, I should see about getting my new homestead restored to its former glory. First, I should get some crops in the ground. Alright. We could see where this one goes. If it actually, like, it'd be cool if it actually upgrades it. And there's only, I mean, there's a couple way to find it out, but let's do this fun one. Let's plant some crops. We don't have any good ones for now. But we've got hella mushrooms. Alright, so this is going to be a garage sale. And last one. Juniper berries. Alright, hire a steward. Do I need to go somewhere for that? Do I need to go to a city? Alright. I should find a steward to manage day-to-day operations. Perhaps one of my allies would be willing to take the job after I show them the place. Or if I were to get married, I could make this place our home for my spouse. Could run the farm. Literally, I just said I'm only going to get married so that my wife would run this place for me. Good guy, good guy. I mean, I guess I don't know, woman. Alright, so I guess we'll have to find a town, or next time we're close to somewhere, we'll trick someone into coming and living here for us. Maybe someone in Rorkstead will want to live in a plantation. Who would it? Like, maybe a hireling might? Maybe one of these farmers. They're already doing it anyway. Might as well just pop on over. I think it has to be... Can I buy your goat? I can't buy anything, bro. I would love to buy that goat. Alright. We're gonna head a little more southwest, back towards the river. How are we looking for... Wait, we're still good. We got like 140 more pounds. Making our way through the, Oh, nice. The Christmas, like, you know, you always get, like, your stockings and stuff. Like, our families always get us, like, beef jerky, like, scratch tickets, like, candy, that kind of stuff, to throw in our stockings. And so now we just have, and we had, like, 3 Christmases. So we have a lot of beef jerky to make our way through. So if you see me getting gout sometime soon, that's the reason why. Royal disease. Are we cold? Come on, I resist cold. Alright, let's go beat up some Forsworn. Smash him up. Smash him up. That's it. No, one more. Oh, you're getting up. Smash him up. And smash him up. I think I'm okay on food for a little bit. A clothes iron. At least they're like ironing all their clothes. And we just slept, so I don't... Ooh, potion. Take it. We just slept, so I don't think we need to pop in for a nap. Oh. The Briarheart, though. Give me your Briarheart. And of burning, we already have fire enchantment, so we don't need that one. Man, this guy's little house is a little overgrown, homie. Can I take a map of the area? Bummer. Sometimes you'll find little maps like this, and you can click on them, it'll show you like a little spot, like a map marker. Like, oh, we know that there's been blah going on over here. Or we've been raiding a blah. You know what I mean. Which tent do you live in? Oh, we live in the tent with the bucket and the chair. I saw that I'm almost. Yeah, I used common to make this, so a common should fill it up all the way. Fortunately. Iron, iron, leather, money. Imagine being so obsessed with money that you would just go and pick up every little bit of it that you found. Oh, I miss money. Is that... Alright, so not a whole hell of a lot up here for the Forsworn, but... Do we have a leftover teriyaki? Perfect. We made a teriyaki chicken in the pressure cooker. It turned out super well. Oh god, bless it. I don't need that. We will take that. Normally I'd take this. God, but like this is what like when they go to a crime scene, they would find this crime scene. It's like, oh, he didn't take any of the valuables and murdered everyone. Like, must have been an absolute psychopath. It's going off at thrill murders over here. Oh, there's more. What's in here? Skeever head. Alright, well, yeah, let's pop down and see. Yeah, let's pop down and see what's going on in here. Serpent's Bluff. Ah, no salt. Alright. Plate trap right there. Man, there's another trap just laying right there too. 25 arrows. What? I'm busy. You either gotta do it yourself or practice self-control.
What was that?
Oh. Oh, this is a high five machine.
What was that?
Yeah, high five to the entire body. I'll take the venison. I don't mind cooking up the venison. Yes, hello. Oh, another trap? Must have been your imagination. Like, we're not even sneaky. We're wearing, like, the fullest plate. Jump. Oh, I was gonna say, where is it? Oh, I thought we had Dwarven gauntlets. And dresser was where I first found the backpacks.
You know I heard something.
I know you did. Get your ass down here.
Found.
Oh, Hag Raven. And we do a lot of damage for how early. I mean, we're not that early in the game. Those, take those. Alright, Frostbite. Pretty sure we didn't learn. We haven't learned a lot of spells. Yeah, I see. Alright, what have these ladies been up to down here? Sweet. I know what empty means. Nice poop bucket. Alright, this place is... Button, 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 button. Oh, this is a way out. Alright, so we'll head out that way. Oh, I saw paralysis poison. Those are good. Paralysis is nice because you can just, like, the animation that someone's in while they're being, like, paralyzed can sometimes take a long time. And then when that's over, they still have to, like, stand up, so you can still get, like, a few extra whacks in. Alright, what you got? Where's your secrets? Plate boots. Don't want that. Take that. Take those. I don't need any more empty soul gems. Nah. We're moving forward. We're not doing any more, oh, what's in here? Alright. Can we disenchant anything? Get out of here, book. We don't read. Oh my god, we look so weird. Oh yeah, there we go. So now we can get absorb health on our weapons. Yeah, these are the boots we got right now. Shoot, is that it in this place? Check the map. That's just the way out, I'm 90% sure. Or maybe it leads deeper? What say you? Skyrim? Yeah, never mind. We'll see if it spits us out somewhere else. Because sometimes it'll spit us out a place where it's not accessible anywhere else. Where would that put us? Oh, yeah, see, it kind of just spit us out, but west. We're going west. After we find a way off this mountain. Yeah, not a lot here. Let's, give us the dagger. Like, this thing would be so scary in real life, but also, like, so damn cool. Like, big cats are already cool animals anyway. But, like, just imagine one with just, like, teeth like that. Like, I'd rather get shot than get attacked by something like that. Like, at least a shot, it's, like, far away, and it just hits you, and it's like, oh, no. It's, like, more abstract than, like, somebody running after you with, like... in D&D, one of our players always uses a flail. Like, I'd way rather be shot than just be bludgeoned with a flail to death. Someday I'll make a make a rank of ways that I'd rather die. Make a tier list. Ah, must have already been through here. Tier list of best ways to die. Mud crab is guarding something I want. Ouch. Little shit. You draw blood? I draw blood. But that's a Nordic ruin up there. Hold? I really want to check it out. But is it, like, is it out of my reach? Can I run straight up this way? That's gonna be, that might be a little too much. Saber-tooth tiger. Didn't see me? Nope. Yeah, this is, if we had our horse, we can probably make it up that, but that's a little steep. And back this way is, like, the way that we've been up 100 times. Could go back up this way. Unless it'll... Oh, never mind, everyone. Never mind. The Skyrim gods have answered. Alright, I hear people yelling. Let's see how this matter resolves. Go. Oh wait, ghost? Are you for real? First of all, get out of here. Oh, Spriggan. Alright. So, let's, we'll chug the beer in her name. Take that. I don't think we need any... Take that. Man, she had a lot of stuff. She looks like she could be an adventurer. Well, enjoy most of your stuff that I can't have or use. Oh, there's a couple hunters here. Take the pelt. I mean, and then these, like, rings that we can't use. Oh, well. Goat hide I'll take. Leg of goat we don't really need. And we'll keep marching our way towards... this road. Where's this leading? Because this is definitely, like, a path up. But I'm pretty sure I want to go over here. I will say we do have a good amount of stamina now. It does regenerate a little bit faster. Alright, big old ruin. Balthum. And these things are good spots to get the, like, the unique items and the art, I mean, not the Daedric artifacts, but, like, the items that we can, like, have named spots and reserved spots for us in our houses and stuff. Like, why would I want the plantation when I can have the cool house with, like, a million, like, armor stands and weapon stands and stuff like that? Alright. Warming up. We save. Drop into our crouch, even though it probably won't do anything. And I need to grab a... Can I... Whoa. Oh!
Leave, stranger. Evil stirs in this place. I fear for the security of the very land if it should break free.
What evil do you mean,
We
ghost?
stand at the tomb of Hednorak, who has been dead for many generations. I fear, however, that his return may be at hand.
Oh. Well, there must be a way to stop this.
I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am fading. By now, I can barely contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed.
Then I will help you. What must be done? Alright, so... either this guy's gonna betray us, or he is the guy that's being held. Like, and I'm gonna go break the seals and let him loose, then we have to kill him.
3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hednorak. Before anything else, we need those. Bring them to me. Leave, stranger.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Alright, collect the vessels. Is this...
the very land if it should break
Homie, I wanna check out your shit. Ancient Nord helmet. Didn't he have a sword? Am I making that up? I thought he had a sword. A sword. I want to see the sword. Alright, 3 seals. Is this guy a mammoth? You should be able to ride a mammoth in this. And have a mammoth as a pet. How cool could you be if you had a little baby mammoth following you around? That you got to level up. Only if it stays itty bitty. Little baby. Alright, so 3 seals. Video game rule of 3. Man, we do not look like a good guy. Alright. Yep. Oh, you got a friend? Somebody else want to try? Come on. Hey, come on. Let me peek around the corner. Start winding up. Tap, knees, face. Hey, we'll take that iron ingot. Yeah, was that good? She, Aurora has been super vocal lately, and it's awesome. But she may or may not have said, Dad, Dad. And at first we're like, oh, you know, if she just says it once, it's like, you know, she's not really like seeing me, recognizing me. But no, she'll look at and then look at me and then go, Dad, 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 Dad. She did say, she will say like Mama a little bit, but it's mostly when she's like upset. So it could be just like her, like, hey, where's my mom to fix this? Or it's just like incoherent babbling. It's hard to like know what like kids are saying and stuff, but yeah, her own little language is good. Doors barred from the other side, my favorite. Ghost. I'm used to just being able to push A, push X, push A, push X for all those. Is that ghost? Did that ghost run off? Oh wait, hold on. He's got friends. And one little whack. This guy might need more than one little whack. Someone behind me? Oh, there's... the place is crawling. Supple, though. Supple. Minor healing, stamina, leave the money, don't need it. Leave the money, don't need it. Take those two. Like, how come they haven't gotten to me yet? They must be behind or stuck behind a door or something. Oh, look at this. Plate of gems. Look at those. Yeah, hey everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, there it is. I don't think I've picked up too much garbage. Expert. I think that that is a thing that you fall down. I don't think we go. I think you fall down this pit. Yeah. I don't need to go in there. Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. The rats are tearing me up. I don't have like I don't have any arrows or shouts or anything. Oh, know what they used to have? Thrown weapons back in Morrowind. Like you could have literal like ninja stars and like darts. Like most of the time it was most of the time it's just like a way to deliver poison. But like they should bring back some thrown weapons. Oh, it's a flag. I was gonna say, I think I see a buddy. Death Lord. Oh, I hate the disarm. Alright, hold on. I hate disarm for a mechanic. And then it unfavorites it. Ah, that's so annoying. And then I'm almost dead, dude. Oh hell. What did you call me? Oh, he's got an ebony shield. This guy, and we got brown rot. Oh, I was gonna say, this guy's kind of beating my cheeks a little bit. Yeah, look, oh, we were really close to dying. Oh, might be time to put another point into restoration. Starting to get ebony shield. So, we do not use ebony, but, and we can't sell things. Oh, I was like, what am I grabbing this wine? It's like wine bottle? And we're peckish. That's alright. Oh yeah, we also have a disease too. So, you know, because of course we do. Man, that's pretty cool. Where's our disease? There we go. Brown rot. Our armor's worse. Our sleeping is worse. Alright, but let's do 2 birds with 1 stone and use up our last garlic bread. I think that is it. I don't think we have a cure disease. Other than that. That's not good. Alright. Yeah, so we can't buy any... Can't buy any potions. In this, in survival mode, if you want to use a shrine, like a public shrine or anything, you have to leave an offering of 100 gold, so that leaves that out. So we're down to either brewing our own potions, finding them, or garlic bread. And so far, garlic bread has been tried and true. The best food there is in the game. Missing. Are you Geralt? I still need to play a little bit of Witcher behind the scenes. Because I still want to do the Blood and Wine and Heart of Stone DLCs, because I haven't played those before. And so I'll play... That guy doesn't look like a Death Lord, but I'm kind of running out of pots. But anyway, once I get to the expansion parts of those, like, you have to be in, like, the 30s, I think. And then I'll play that for everybody. I'll put that on the stream. The frost doesn't do anything to us. That big smash does. Knees, face. Oh, somebody got a little tooty booty over there. We don't need that. I'll take that ruby. Cheese wheels. Regen potions. Those things are super handy early on in the game because they're worth so much money. But as y'all may have noticed, we don't need that money. Oh, what the hell? We can get through this. You care if I finish this dungeon, hun? Sure. Well, I just want to play I don't know, maybe like 10, 15 more minutes. I want to make up a little bit for yesterday for stopping the stream early, but I know you want to, in case you got stuff to do. That's what it's about, folks. It's about a teamwork. Cake on the diamond. Sliced cheese. Blah, blah, blah. Take those. But nothing here. No level up books. For another regen. I mean, the regen is nice, but like, it takes time for. I mean, it takes time for it to, you know, get going. Okay. That's all hunky dory. Perfect. Yeah, so we'll finish up this dungeon thanks to my lovely honey. Yeah, it's still like frozen and snowing here. And we're gonna get some more snow. I think like tonight. Oh, here, buddy, you can go. Oh, never mind. I was gonna let this guy. Oh, there we go. I was gonna let that guy go. Oh man, we've got so. I just have so much. So much shit. How much more space do I have? Like 90 pounds. Alright, so that's the right way to go. Let's check all this stuff out. Coffins, they're not gonna have anything, right? These are always empty. There we go. You're free to go. Skeletons are still my favorite. Bad guy. I was gonna say that wall looks a little fake. Alright, winding up through the tunnels. Through a little treasure room, a little work spot, a little workplace. Oh, alright. So you could see into this. But you're like, oh, how the hell do I get in there? Alright, lucky number, this chest. Cool. Lucky number, and that's it. I thought there was more. Good day there. Hey, Captain Oldman, how's it going, man? I was just talking about you. We were doing that quest where that lady was writing in her journal, and then she was like, "Oh, I hear someone coming," like, and then like she actually wrote that down, you know. And then I half expected just see the like, ah, written down. But yeah, so it's snowing here, and it's snowing enough to, and it's cold too, so it's like kind of frozen, and like, yeah, Western Washington doesn't get like that used to snow. We can drive in the rain. We can't drive in the snow. Oh, that's a trap. Oh, the winged helmet. It looks like almost like a hussar. Oh man, since I was looking down and like doing this, the spider dropping from the ceiling is just out of my POV, so it's just the legs. Gross. Yeah, that stuff makes sense in an audio log, but not a journal. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Where it's like, I can hear them banging at the door. May gods help us. What? Yeah, that makes 1,000,000% more sense. But I mean, it is what it is. You got deadlines to make games. Insufficient charge. Yeah, I made this one with a common soul gem, and it runs out all the time. It's like all I had though. Need to level up. Oh! Hold on, a little ring around the rosy here real quick. Smash! Alright, giant. Do I need the poison? I'll take it for now. I don't think... Empty skeleton. Oh, that spider was so he probably would have died if he sneed on it. Oh yeah, he was having a bit of a rough time. Let's be honest, that spider wasn't having a good time fighting today. My favorite. Don't need any of that. Oh, I forget who I was talking with this about. It might have been, I can't remember if it's Nate or if it was during chat. But if they made a real life Jurassic Park, like you could go there, you could stay, and you could go see dinosaurs and go on rides. Even though we've had multiple movie franchises about how bad of an idea it is, would you still go see dinosaurs? Yes, I would. At that point, I don't even care if I get eaten. Like, it's my own fault. If it happens, I'm like, I mean, I was warned about this. But yeah, there's... If I could afford it, I would 1,000,000% go to Jurassic Park. I would sign any and all the waivers saying, yo, the dinosaurs might get out and eat you. Like, yeah, I know. That's okay. We can use the movies as what not to do. Exactly. You don't go take a poop in the middle of the T-Rex getting out. You gotta watch out for the clever girls. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't you disarm me. Oh, I was gonna say, I was about to be so pissed. Bop. Smash that little idiot. I almost picked up that gold. Alright, so... Have I... Let's just go over here first. Pasta salad? Oh, that's a good name. I forgot you were playing the RuPaul's Drag Race game. I thought it was somebody in like a parenting group or something. His name was Pasta Salad. You don't have the balls to name your kid Pasta Salad. I think there was like a few cases that I heard of when I was working for Issaquah. Like not with us, but like parents being forced to change their kids' names. Because they name them shit like Toss a Salad. Well, there's a story about one guy. I mean, this is a pretty famous example. But one guy, he named it one kid Winner and named one kid Loser. And Winner ended up growing up to like got in jail and stuff, and kind of was a little bit of a POS. And Loser, I believe, just went by Lou for their life, and then became like a police captain or something like that. I don't need a magicka potion. What am I doing? But like, it's hard to not look through all this stuff. You know what I mean? And we are still a little bit tired, so we are moving slow. Oh, I feel like we swing super slow too. Also, the first movie wasn't their fault that the dinosaurs broke out because Nedry sabotaged the park. Oh yeah, dude. Old Dennis Nedry. Alright. Facing the wrong way. Yeah, he was stealing dinosaur DNA samples for InGen or whatever. Ingenuity Genetics or whatever. And then I think in the books he gets eaten by velociraptors, I think. Compies. Oh, this guy's... I've killed so many people and was running around in this room, and this guy is like sitting there pretending to be asleep, like one eye kind of open, like, is he gone? Is he gonna notice me? Jerk, let all your friends die. But yes, and then even knowing all that, I'd still go to Jurassic Park. I'd be like, man, I hope I watch somebody get eaten. Nah, I'd feel bad after a while. But like a goat or like a cow, yeah, let them. Nom, 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 nom. You jerk. Jerk, the ice doesn't even hurt me. Pissing me off more than anything. Oh, I like the double hammer same time. Shy war axes. We don't do war axes, those are one-handed. Little bit of praise in the sun. Ah, man, yeah, I don't need to search there. It just hurts. Man, I'm having like... Come on, man. What? What? Did you just say to me? There we go. I was gonna say, this game's trying to trick me. I know how you work. That one's good. But I had a deja vu of that, like, a layout. Oh, it's just Spider City over here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'll bust you up. Oh, and the dragon claws. Ah, I'm on fire. Oh yeah, dada. Alright, let's take a couple of the venoms, so if we need to coat our hammer with it, we can. Gets eaten by a Dilophosaur just like in the movie? Oh, okay, I thought he got eaten by something else. Alright, well, that's why I have you guys here. You guys gotta keep me honest. Game. There we go. I like how I yell at the game like it's fault that I'm like pushing the wrong button. What do we got? Dragon, eagle, wolf. Dragon. Oh, and we're gonna have a little display area to start putting all the claws. And now we might have to go and do the do the first mission, go get the golden claw. Because I don't want the money. I want the. I guess we just never return to that guy and we keep the claw for ourselves. Or we can just go back and steal it. I hear him. I hear him. Oh. Oh, there's the Death Lord right there. What do we got? I've got so many, like, scrolls and shit. What do I have? What can help us out here? I mean, this just sounds cool as hell, but... living targets. Banish living. Actually... Not you. Ah, I wanted to get the... that would have reduced his shock resist. Oh man, somebody over here hurts. Oh, it worked. Oh, he was only a scourge. He wasn't a Death Lord. Oh, you... Oh, it is a Death Lord. I mean, at least we got the heal. Death Lord? Okay. Not that I don't mind, because he's beating my ass. Oh, is that Ebony too? Ebony Battle Axe. How badass. The biggest difference is that Hammond gets eaten by the compies. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I swear to God something gets eaten by compies. I don't think that. Learn a new word. Aura Whisper, that's so we can see living things through walls and stuff. Kavosin's Fang. Alright. Take it. Don't take this money, we take the orbs. Staff of the... Summons an Avenging Wraith. And its stats are those of the last opponent that it killed. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It looks really cool, but... Bummer. Alright, I'm pretty sure, like, we go to do a ritual with this guy, then he just, like, turns into a monster. I mean, we get betrayed all the time in Skyrim. He's a ghost. Yeah, let's save it right here. Muldoon survives. Yeah, he was like the best person in that series, and then they killed him off way too easy. He gets clever girled. Alright, Mr. Ghost. That's definitely not going to betray me. Eh! Run away. I haven't... Oh, man. There's no, like, bandits or anything in here, so I was looking for, like, a bed. So I could sleep and level up, but that ain't happening. Alright.
You
Don't
found
betray me.
the vessels. I was worried that I had sent you to your death.
Nobody else cares that they send me to my death.
In
What am I
life,
gonna do with these?
Hevnorak drained his own blood from his body. His goal was to transfer his power back into himself after death, becoming a powerful lich. The vessels contain that very blood. Empty them, and you remove any chance he has of regaining his former powers. Very well.
Ready.
Empty the vessels into the sconce near the throne. Then sit in the throne. When you have done so,
Yeah,
I will unbind Hevnorak. He will awaken
Right.
in a weakened state.
a little suspicious.
But the Lich is still to be reckoned with.
The Avenging Wraith is super good.
ready.
It gets the last thing. Is it, but is it the last thing that I killed, or is it the last thing that it kills? Because if it has to kill the dragon, like, does it have to get the last blow, or just have to be, like, involved in combat? I guess that's a whole lot of questions. What am I doing? Oh, I'm peckish. Of course I am. Raw beef? No. Potato soup. Alright, let's pour out the blood. That's it? Oh man, yeah. And sit. That's so nice. Alright. Oh man, he doesn't betray me. My bad, man. I thought you were a jerk. Get over here. Oh, that's hurting. Alright. What do we got? Ice cream. By health. A little regen. A little resist fire. And I'm pretty sure I can't... Oh man, yeah, ow. Pop around the corner. I am completely out of mana. Oh, he was hitting me with lightning. Wait. I'm gonna take two. Almost out of charge. Yeah, that's good. Good enough. Oh man, I wish. How cool this is. Anyway. Charge! Alright, almost. A couple more whacks, but I don't want to die, so let's... Oh, that's it. Oh, that was close. There's more? Oh, shoot, okay. I thought those, yeah, more for you. Yeah. So that one's got to be for you. Sweet. All right, let's go. We'll take spray it on the ground, wall of lightning, and immune to disease and poison. Talk dirty to me. Hey, we did it.
Thank you, hero. Now, I may finally rest.
If the dragon
Take
kills it,
Hevnorak's
the next
iron
one you
ransom.
summon.
It
Oh,
may be of
okay.
use to you,
Oh man, that
and
is really
serve
good.
as some reward for your feat here.
Bye. buddy Valdor. And that's everything, right? Yeah, he... Yeah, it's just his little dragon priest armor. Sweet. There we go. Alright, I need to find somewhere to sleep. Man, we are really close to our house. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Man, that is a pretty good idea. Just a bunch of like longer lighters, like the... I don't know, what do you call those kinds of lighters? Utility lighters, the long ones for like lighting barbecues and stuff. Got a pack of those just for like part of a present. And stuff like that's kind of nice to have every now and then. Maybe it just feels like I find more gems because I know I can't use them for anything. So it's just feeling like I'm getting useless stuff. I do wish there was a mark and recall spell, if they don't have it. I haven't explored too much of the magic, but that would be kind of nice for this. Oh, Blue Mountain Flower. Forsworn aren't gonna have beds. Or not Forsworn, Falmer. And then we will cross the river. And then head east. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm running back to the house. We're right there. I'm about to die. And not die, we're just fatigued and hungry and need to level up and drop us some stuff. We're so hungry. I mean, we are starting to get pretty tanky, I think. But also, like, without the trainings to kind of level us up in a little area that we want to, we are kind of leveling up, like, pretty evenly between our, like, heavy armor, our two-handed weapon. We don't do block. I'm cold. Yeah, without being able to go around and just, like, buy tons of iron. Come on, game. There's our horse. Alright, let's pop in. We'll sleep, level up. Barbecue lighter is what I call those. I mean... Yeah. No, barbecue lighter's perfect. Because that's what I use them for. Alright, let's sleep. We'll level up. Put a... Oh, man. Did the game just almost lag and freeze? Oh, it's like all loading in right now. Come on, game. Don't bust. Don't get busted. Of course, we're doing health. And And then what are we looking at next to two-handed? Forward power attacks with Warhammer. Daze the target? That's so... Oh, man. 8 seconds of daze is pretty good. All right. Everyone. One more hour. There we go. All right, so... yeah, we did it. We found a bunch of new quests. We were able to solve those, and we are just well on our way to... yeah, taking on this survival mode and not being too bad at it. God, look at us. Right, yeah, thanks, Captain Altman. I have a you, sir, appear to have a log sticking out of your house. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a log in the house. That old problem. Yeah, alright, yeah. Thanks, Captain Altman. Thanks, Nate, for popping in. Thanks, the Burger Ninja, for popping in, making sure I'm alright and doing okay. We'll be back tomorrow doing a little bit more of this. I'm going to get a few more quests lined up for us, the new ones. I'll do a little bit of inventory management off screen so you guys don't have to watch that next time. But yeah, take it easy. Everyone out there, stay safe. If you're around our area where it's all frozen and cold and snowy and awful. But yeah, everyone else, thanks for popping in. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time.